Welcome to Encroachment Sports Talk. You know, we have been sports fans for quite a long time, some of us a little longer than others. But every once in a while, you're watching a game or you're thinking about sports and you're like, whatever happened to such and such? Like things have changed through time. Something that used to happen all the time never happens anymore. So we thought it would be a fun exercise to just go through that a little bit and talk about some things that don't happen anymore in sports. So
Yeah, I got one for basketball. This is kind of a funny one. So you know what's extinct now, completely extinct? The underhanded free throw.
oh, for sure.
Yeah. And who is the guy? Who is the guy? Come on, guys, you know
Rick
this.
Barry.
Yeah,
Rick Barry.
but
Some people should bring it back.
yeah, I know. So, but listen, did you know that he led the league 7 times in free throw percentage?
Yes.
Did you know that? And
Yes.
did you know he still to this day has the best career free throw percentage?
Wow. But chicks don't dig the granny shot, right?
Well, that's what it is. It's the granny style, and so. But if you look at the physics of that motion, and people
Yeah.
have done the studies on it, it actually gives you a higher probability of making the free throw. But it doesn't look manly enough, or whatever the case is, and so it's kind of.
You know
It's
what,
funny
I
that
always-
you said that, Chris, about manly enough, because when Shaquille O'Neal was going through his slump, actually, I don't know whether it was Rick Barry or Shaq reached out to Rick Barry, and he proposed the notion of Shaquille O'Neal
Yeah.
shooting his free throw
Yeah.
like he did. And Shaq is like, no way. No.
That's not happening. Yeah, you can never live it
It's not
down.
gonna happen.
They did the same thing. I think somebody did a study when I was researching this that said that had Wilt Chamberlain, who had a terrible free throw percentage, had he been able to get it up like 20% and use the granny shot.
Oh, I hear he was able to get it up, didn't he?
Yeah, 20,000 times or more. But
Hey, Mark, wrong sport. Wrong sport.
Oh,
Mark.
sorry. Wait.
yeah, exactly,
this-
wrong sport.
Is this? I do check the box to say this is not made for children when I upload this. So
Yeah,
we're good.
exactly. You might be canceled for that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
put out a disclaimer, please.
yeah. So, but anyway, I thought that was funny that nobody does it anymore. I guess there was a guy in Rick Barry's son was doing it in Florida for a while, and yeah, so just you don't see it anymore.
I have a theory on why the big men can't shoot free throws, and I have no idea if this is right or wrong. But imagine if you or me had to
Hey, Mark,
shoot-
is there a disclaimer for this one? Or
Yeah.
we safe?
No, this is yeah. Bring all your children back in the room.
Okay.
But my theory is, imagine if you or me had to shoot a softball into the basket. You would have to sort of short arm it because you couldn't get the rotation off your fingertips, right?
Yeah.
So I figure with the ball being so small relative to their fingers, I wonder if that's, I don't know.
That's a good point.
Because it seems like they shot put it a little more, some of these big.
They do. Yep. There's not as much spin for sure. Jeff, what are your thoughts on basketball?
It's much of the same thoughts, Mark. It's Mark, you know this. It's a pet peeve of mine. It's the decision to go for 3 when you have a wide open layup on a fast break.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't explain it to you, Chris.
Yeah.
Whether you're down or up, you have an automatic 2 points. Take the 2 points,
Yeah.
right? And I got it. Analytics, I got it, Mark. You're gonna hit me with the numbers, thing, But on a fast break, 2 versus 1, 3 versus 2, you have someone running right down the paint for a wide open layup, and you kick it out to the corner for a 3. That drives me bonkers. And I know it's now the golden age, and the Warriors are predominantly known for this and known for doing this, and it has caught fire throughout the rest of the NBA. They go for 3 when you have an automatic 2. It's something new that I've been trying to digest over the past 6-7 years, but I haven't gotten there yet.
I
No, it
haven't
is
seen it as
frustrating.
much on automatic. Like I usually see it when there's a somewhat contested layup or it could be contested. There's a big man within 2 feet of them, and then they dish it out. But yeah, I think they're a little over. It's a little overkill.
It's Steph Curry changed the game in a lot of ways, right? With this whole everyone wants to shoot, and I saw it even with my kids' team. I mean, even the big guys were like, "Hey, look," and Mark knows this guy. He plays for or did play for the Lobos. he want to hit a 3-point shot, and he could dunk, literally every ball basically, because he's 6'9" and can jump over the rim. So anyway.
It's funny how the two, well, not the two greatest, but one is the greatest and the other is up there. But how Michael Jordan changed the game for the worse with his high flying dunks. Everybody, the mid range went away. Shooting went away, frankly. And then fortunately, Steph Curry at least brought back shooting. It used to be drive to the hole and just dunk, because that's where, that's what chicks dig, right? So Michael Jordan, through his greatness, did that.
Hey kids, you gotta leave.
And then Curry, through his greatness, made everybody want threes. So it's funny just how these great athletes sort of changed the sport for the worse, in my mind. Because I think the mid range would be interesting. I have one for basketball, which is, I don't know if you guys remember when a 10-point lead was kind of comfortable, and 15 it was kind of a lock. It means nothing anymore. Nothing. Especially in the first half. It literally means nothing. If your team jumps out to a 15-0 early lead, they're probably in trouble, the way the NBA works. It's just weird.
Because everyone is throwing up 3-pointer from half court.
And there's a lack of defense too. That's the thing in the NBA that I've kind of turns me off a little bit, is that they don't want to play defense all the time. They'll play defense in spurts, or that's why I love the playoffs, because all of a sudden they'll play defense for the whole game, right? But it's a diminishing skill or emphasis, in my opinion.
The teams that do, it is weird, because the teams that do and do it regularly succeed in the regular season.
Absolutely.
I don't know why they all can't just do it, but
it's no magic sauce. I mean, it's pretty clear.
So whatever happened to short shorts? I'm not saying I want those back, but
it's the manly thing again. Put the kids out again.
No, that short shorts era ended with the Michigan team. Baggy shorts, right? So you had Weber and Jalen Rose and all those guys are like, enough of this short shorts type of thing. And they brought back the black sneakers with the long baggy shorts. So
but you that era ended, Mark. Either.
Blame the Wolverine.
Now they're somewhere in between, right? You don't see those crazy ones. Those used to go to the knees almost.
No, I know. There were some that were like 3/4. So those are hilarious to me. The smaller guys, it was pretty.
They're called, Chris. They're called the Globetrotters.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. It's good. Good point.
What else you guys got?
Well, I got a really random one. If you want to listen, you'll never. I'm bringing a lot of trivia to the table today, and thought we should have a little fun. Professional bull riding. Okay, professional bull riding. Now, I used to go to the rodeo with my dad, and the only thing they had on was a cowboy hat and maybe chaps, but that was even 50-50. Now, I don't know if you
watch the kids out of the room. He's talking chaps.
yeah, that's right. And bulls. Be careful. But no. But now I don't know if you watch this, but I watch it sometimes with my grandkids, and they love it because it's pretty exciting still. But they wear a freaking crash helmet, and they wear a vest now, like a black jacket, and they have a freaking mouthpiece. I mean, it looks like they're going to. It looks like they're ready to go to the.
Yeah, that is not good. I did go to a bull rider. It was a bull riders only, followed by a country concert. So I did go to one back in the late 90s. But I couldn't agree. That's horrible. That's horrible.
It kind of takes it off. Obviously, we know why they're protecting the Cowboys and all that kind of stuff. But I occasionally will see a guy who does. He doesn't have the crash helmet on, and I'm like, this is the guy I want to have win. He may crack a skull open, but
how does that guy usually do?
Well, he usually doesn't win, but it is a whole different outfit than I was born and raised with. So.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a good one. I didn't know we could open it up to bull riding.
Professional bull riding.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
I have one. So after I'm going to date myself here. After each game, I would run over to Sports Center, late 90s, early 2000, and catch the highlights of the games. The infamous right? it just seems like today, in today's day and age, we're lacking. These analysts lacks personality. So we used to see the Stuart Scott, right? Yes, Scott Van Pelt is still around, but he's just not the same anchor or TV personality that he was 15 years ago. We're missing Boomer. Yes, Boomer's on, but still not the same Boomer and Tom Jackson, right? That give us that coverage. Linda
he's not doing
Cohn.
his Bermanisms. He's not giving those nicknames. Mario
not even giving us-
Scott,
right?
Yeah,
He's
it's
not
true.
giving us any of those. Linda Cohn as well, when she used to discuss hockey and the New York Rangers and all this good stuff.
Yeah.
I just think that over the past, and I don't know what it is. I'm not going to insinuate or try to even come up with an answer of what it is or what caused this, but it just seems like today's anchors that are on, they just lack that personality. Like Stuart Scott, booyah, right? And
Yeah.
for three, like all these catchphrases and catch quotes. None of
I
it
think there's-
exists.
Who did the dynamite one or something? Boom like dynamite. I
Oh
forgot.
man, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're trying. I think whatever they can do for ratings and entertainment, I think it's just a lot has been done and they don't want to repeat what's been
Yeah,
done.
well,
maybe.
and there's a lot. Remember, ESPN used to be the only source, right? There's so much out there now with the internet and all these other sports channels and Fox Sports 1 and CBS Sport, all this kind of stuff. So there's
All
just
right.
a lot out there. But
Along the same line, Chris, trivia time, right? Name one, I guess, anchor or TV personality right now that their catch line or catchphrase.
you say I can't answer that question, right? Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, it's a really good point, Jeff. It's and there's so many people out there on social media and everything else, right? They'd rather watch that as a Twitter highlight or a TikTok or I don't know what the hell is out there. But anyway,
I'm trying to think of the ESPN host from he was from Hawaii and he would always start with how's it? I mean, it wasn't very interesting, but you do know who I'm talking about. He doesn't look Hawaiian. I forget the guy's name, but
yeah, but you're right. They all had their kind of catchphrases and hooks, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't see it very often.
well, good stuff, gentlemen. This was fun. Our little walk down memory lane, and we will be taking a break for a couple of weeks, but we will be back shortly with some as the NFL season gets into the real exciting December game. So we have a lot of fun stuff in the future.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Thank you, guys.
Sounds good.